Moving to a new city is stressful enough, but when kids are involved, it can feel overwhelming. You start thinking, which schools are good? Will my child get into the magnet program I keep hearing about? What neighborhoods actually match up with the schools I want? And what if I make the wrong choice and regret it later? That could affect my kids forever. If you're relocating to Shreveport or anywhere in Caddo Parish, I get it. The school system can feel like a puzzle with missing pieces. There's neighborhood schools, magnets with competitive applications and deadlines. There's career technical programs, charter schools, and even Head Start for the little ones. Suddenly, every decision about your new home feels tied to 1,000 unknowns. Here is the relief. This video is your roadmap. By the end of the next few minutes, you'll know exactly how the schools in Shreveport work, what each kind of program offers, and how neighborhoods connect to the schools. You'll walk away knowing how to approach your move strategically, whether you start with schools first or homes first, and how magnet, career tech, and private options fit into the picture. No guesswork, no confusion, just clarity and confidence as you plan your family's next chapter. So let's start with a bird's eye view of Caddo Parish Public Schools. Here's the big picture. Caddo Parish Public Schools include neighborhood schools, magnet schools, career technical programs, and charter schools. We're going to break them all down throughout the video. Neighborhood schools assign students based on where you live, while magnet and career tech programs accept students based on applications or specific interests. Understanding this structure early is the first step in reducing stress about your move, and that's what we're all about, making things easier. So first, let's talk about early childhood options. When you're moving to a new area, it's totally normal to wonder how early childhood programs work and where to start. Here in Shreveport and across Caddo Parish, we have access to a variety of options for children from birth to age 5, including Head Start and Early Head Start. These programs offer early learning and family support at several locations around the community, like Alphonse Jackson Early Head Start, Bellestein W. Hopkins, Brown E. Moore, and David Rains Head Start. Along with those individual programs, there's also Caddo Smart Start, and this is really helpful for those who are new to the area. Instead of being one program, it's more like a central hub that helps you sort through all the early childhood options that are available. That includes child care centers, early Head Start, public pre-K, and even scholarship opportunities. Think of it as a starting point where you can see what's offered and figure out what fits your child's age, schedule, and eligibility. If you're just getting started, Caddo Smart Start can make it much easier to understand how everything is organized and where your little ones might begin their early learning journey. And I'll put a link to that website below. By the way, I'm Aurora, and as a realtor, I make videos for people like you who are looking to move to the Shreveport-Bossier area. My job is to make your move as smooth and informed as possible. And if you've been trying to research Shreveport-Bossier from a distance, that can be awfully hard to do. So I've done something special just for you. I created a free relocation guide for the Shreveport-Bossier area full of information that you'll want to know, including neighborhood maps, to give you an idea of what you're looking at before you get here. You can click in the link below for your free guide. Next, let's talk about magnet schools. Magnet schools in Caddo Parish are public schools with specialized programs. One of the biggest advantages for families relocating here is that attendance is not based on your address. Instead, admission usually happens through an application, qualifying criteria, or a lottery. Now, when I say lottery, I don't mean Egg McMahon showing up to your door with a giant check, although that would be nice. This lottery is just a computerized random selection process the district uses when there's more applicants than available seats. After students apply and meet required criteria, everyone who qualifies and applies by the deadline has an equal chance at being selected. It's not based on where you live and not first come, first serve. If a student isn't selected, they're usually just placed on a waiting list in case spots open later. These schools offer a unique focus. For example, South Highlands Elementary Magnet features a gifted and enrichment-based curriculum. Eden Gardens Fundamental emphasizes leadership through implementing the Franklin Covey Leader in Me program. And Fairfield Magnet incorporates foreign language and the arts. At the middle school level, Caddo Middle Magnet is known for its rigorous academics, while Uri Drive Magnet offers advanced coursework. For high school, Caddo Parish Magnet High School blends college prep academics with strong arts and science programs. Captain Shreve High School offers engineering and liberal arts magnet tracks. For those moving to the area, magnet schools can be a great option, but it's important to plan ahead. Each program has its own application requirements, admission criteria, and deadlines, and those dates come up quickly each year. If a magnet program is part of your plan, checking the timeline early will help ensure that you're ready when applications come open. I've put a link to a webpage that provides deadlines and testing information for the magnet schools in Caddo Parish. You can click on the description below if that's something that you're interested in. Now let's move on and talk about career and technical education. High schoolers in Caddo Parish have access to career technical pathways. Here's how it works. Students stay enrolled at their regular high school, but part of the day they go to the Caddo Career and Technology Center. This center serves students from across the parish and offers hands-on programs in areas like health sciences, digital media, automotive, business, and more. Middle schoolers can also start exploring career options through the Caddo Middle Career and Technical School. The best part for students moving here, these programs aren't tied to your home address. Your child can attend their zone high school while also taking part in specialized courses. It's a flexible way to gain extra skills and explore career interests without being limited to one neighborhood school. And also think about how this could ignite your child's passion for school if they really had the opportunity to hone in on what interests them. Next, let's talk about charter schools. Charter schools, like the Magnolia School of Excellence, give students another layer of choice. They're still public schools, but they often have more flexibility in how they teach and structure the day. Some use teaching models, specialized programs, or project-based learning approaches. Admission usually requires an application, and like magnet and career technical programs, it isn't based on where you live. That means your child can attend a charter school even if it's not in your immediate neighborhood. For those moving to the area, charter schools can be a helpful option. They add flexibility, expanding learning opportunities, and give you more ways to find the right fit for your child without being limited to a specific school zone. So if you're like me, you're probably thinking, so what's the difference between charter schools and magnet schools? They pretty much sound the same. Well, if you're into the details, here's the difference. Charter schools and magnet schools are both public and don't rely on your home address. Magnet schools are district run and usually focus on a specific theme like STEM, arts, or gifted programs. Charter schools, on the other hand, are independently run by their own boards or nonprofit organizations. This means the school sets its own policies, curriculum, and teaching approach while still being publicly funded and accountable to the state. Both types of schools give families extra choices beyond the traditional neighborhood school. Now let's talk about elementary and middle schools. Neighborhood schools are still a big part of Shreveport's landscape. Elementary schools like Westwood Elementary and A.C. Steer Elementary serve kids based on where they live. Middle schools like Northside Middle and Ridgewood Middle serve their respective neighborhoods as well. And they also feed into magnet and career technical programs. For relocating families, knowing which schools align with which areas helps reduce the stress of choosing a home and planning your child's education path. Now let's talk about high schools. Neighborhood high schools include Captain Shreve, C.E. Bird and Southwood, and Greenwood, among many others. These schools serve specific geographical areas, but students may also attend magnet or career tech programs. Understanding the high school your child would attend based on a future address is essential, and it's all verified through the official Caddo Parish attendance map. And I'll put that link in the description below to make it a little easier for you to access. Here's the main thing for families thinking about moving. Your neighborhood school is determined by where you live. Kids usually go to the school closest to them. We've referred to those as neighborhood schools. Magnet schools, career tech programs, and charter schools work differently. They aren't limited by location, but do keep in mind there are deadlines and requirements to be made aware of. If you want to know exactly which school your child would attend, the official Caddo Parish attendance boundary map is the place to check. It's the most accurate, up-to-date source, so you're not relying on old information or word of mouth. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about private schools. We'll cover those in their own video coming soon. Now, in order to plan effectively, you can use two main strategies. First, we have the school first approach. Identify the schools or programs you want your child to attend, and then look for homes within that district or attendance zone. Or you can use the home first approach. Choose the neighborhood or home you want to live in, then research which schools serve that area. Keep in mind that magnet, career tech, and private schools are options because they aren't dependent on your address. Check official Caddo Parish resources for boundaries, application deadlines, and bus routes, and tour schools when possible. Accurate information reduces stress and gives you confidence during your move. Moving to Shreveport doesn't have to feel like navigating a maze. You have options from Head Start to neighborhood elementary, middle, and high schools, magnet programs, career tech pathways, charter schools, and private schools. Use the school first approach or home first approach to guide your search. Combine it with official maps and program research, and you'll have the clarity to make decisions confidently. Magnet and private schools gives additional flexibility in addition to your neighborhood school. All the schools we've talked about in this video are tuition free. If you're thinking about private schools but not sure if you can foot the bill, click here to get a look at the cost of living in Shreveport-Bossier to see if private school tuition can fit into your budget.